Hi, this is Nitin. I'm working as a Chief Technical Architect at Boston Technology Corporation, helping my customers with cost optimization solutions. And today I'm going to talk about what are the various options we can get in optimizing cost. One of the greatest benefits of running IT operations in the cloud is being able to scale up and down to meet demand and reduce operational expenditures. But it becomes quite challenging to understand where the cloud spends go and what drives the cost in the cloud. This is where cost optimization comes into picture. It is a continuous process of correctly identifying and assigning appropriate resources to a task or application. Compute, network, and storage are the three major cost centers for an organization. At BTC, we have a team of architects dedicated to helping our customers with ways to optimize the cost. Now let's look at the areas where you can reduce cost. From the compute perspective, the easiest way to reduce costs is to get rid of underutilized VMs. Another option, especially for UAT and test environments, is to keep the VMs running only when it is required. In most of the scenarios for UAT and test environments, you would not want the VM to be running 24/7, but the team tends to miss out on stopping the VMs when not utilized. Also, wherever feasible, we should leverage preemptive VMs. Preemptible VMs save cost by 70%, but it is not recommended to be used for production workloads. Cloud service providers also offer great savings with annually committed usage or sustainable usage. For use case where you are sure of using the compute resource for more than a year, then further cost can be saved using the committed usage option. Last but the most important factor with compute resources is to right-size the VMs. You can monitor the VM utilization and accordingly downsize or upsize CPU and RAM. Cost-optimized Kubernetes applications rely heavily on GKE autoscaling. To balance cost, reliability, and scaling performance on GKE, you must understand how autoscaling works and what options you have with the GKE. Autoscaling is the strategy GKE uses to let Google Cloud customers pay only for what they need by minimizing infrastructure uptime. In other words, autoscaling saves cost by making workloads and their underlying infrastructure start before demand increases and shutting them down when demand decreases. Another aspect to look at is choosing the right machine type and utilizing preemptive machines as much as possible, as they could save up to 70% of cost. Also consider placing the Kubernetes nodes to a region where it is cheaper than and latency doesn't affect your business. Like Compute Engine, signing up for committed usage can further reduce the cost. Then we also need to look at the cost for egress traffic between the Kubernetes clusters across the zone. Because of the high availability of the nodes across zones, regional and multi-regional clusters are well suited for production environments. However, you are charged by the egress traffic between zones, so we need to design the Kubernetes nodes as per business requirement. From storage perspective, there are various classes of storage provided by cloud providers. Google provides standard nearline, core9, and archival storage classes. The use case and cost for each of them varies. So proper lifecycle policies needs to be created to make sure cost is optimized from storage perspective. Talking about data warehouse, organizations of all sizes look for Google's BigQuery for a modern approach to data analytics. However, some configurations are more expensive than others. The last thing you need is a long query to run forever and rack up costs. To limit query costs, use the maximum bits build setting. Going above the limit will cause the query to fail, but you won't get charged for it. Another option to look for is partitioning and clustering tables wherever possible. That can reduce the cost of processing queries as well as improve on performance. Also, we should look for batch loading jobs instead of real-time streaming wherever you are not looking to get the data analyzed in real time. BigQuery charges variable on-demand pricing based on bytes processed by your queries. If you are a high volume customer with stable workloads, you may find it more cost effective to switch from from on-demand to monthly or annual flat rate pricing, which gives you an ability to process unlimited bytes for a fixed predictable cost. Google has introduced Flex slots, a new way to purchase BigQuery slots for duration as short as 60 seconds, on top of monthly and annual flat rate commitments. With this combination of on-demand and flat rate pricing, you can respond quickly and cost-effectively to changing demands for analytics. Flex slots can provide rapid response to business demand, whereas monthly and annual commitments provide cost-effective options for steady-state workloads. Organizations of all sizes need to look at the way to optimize cost. Most of the time, the businesses are not in sync with the IT spends. Organizations should seek support from the infra managed service experts in helping them with cost optimization.
All I wanted to talk about in this video. For any queries, please reach out to us or write your comments in the comment section. We will reach out to you. Thanks for watching.